I'm Doug Coltart, a human rights lawyer who has been in touch with Pastor Evan Mawarire and his team. Pastor Evan was arrested upon his arrival in Harare. He was taken to the law and order section of the Harare police station, where he was charged with Section 22 of the Criminal Code, which is subverting a constitutionally elected government. So this is the same charge that was previously thrown out by the magistrate court in July. Pastor Evan is expected to be in court Thursday, the 2nd of February. The police are required to bring him to court within 48 hours, so we expect that to be complied with. We hope that the charges will be thrown out tomorrow, since they're completely baseless. So the best case scenario is that the charges are thrown out tomorrow. It is possible that the state will try to drag out the case over a number of months and deny him bail so that they have an opportunity to keep him in detention. Ultimately, it's most likely, if that happens, that the case will eventually be thrown out, since there is no evidence for the charges and they are completely baseless. But of course, in a society like Zimbabwe, where there is so much injustice, it is possible that he could be convicted. And if that happens, there's a potential for a 20-year sentence for that charge.
Mr. Coltart, there are some people that are claiming that Evan Mawarire is actually a sellout. He went to USA and actually betrayed them when they were in the trenches. So how does he now build that kind of trust?
Yeah, well, I think it is important for Pastor Evan to regain the trust of some of those who feel that way. But I think the important thing for all of us to remember is that essentially Pastor Evan is not even asking us to trust in him. He is asking us to trust ourselves, because each one of us knows that if we think deep down, we believe in the things that he says, and often we say them in the privacy of our own homes. So all that he is asking is for us to trust ourselves and to trust each other, to come together, to say those things publicly, and to act on what we believe.
Mr. Coltart, what is going to happen if the pastor is released or he's locked for good?
Well, if he's released, then he'll get to go home, and he will continue to be the active Zimbabwean citizen that he's always been, the active Zimbabwean citizen that inspired many of us to act last year. And if he is not released, then on the one hand, certainly the show must go on. In that the fight that we are all struggling for must continue, but we will of course stand by him and do absolutely everything in our power collectively to ensure that he is released.